I love Inside City. I literally love it.
Behind the scenes, whether it be video, photographs, is where it's at.
Big brother.
It's like intruding in somebody's office, you know, what they're doing in their job and their day-to-day job.
It's what will keep young fans interested, you know, as the trophies are one thing, but to have that connection with the players.
Unprecedented access into behind the scenes of the club, the players, you know, everything that as a fan you never got to see before this.
It stems from the manager, so if Roberto Mancini can embrace the importance of allowing cameras to see that kind of thing and giving people an insight, again, it ties the club to the supporters.
In the first episode where you see Nasri in the gym, I mean, straight away I just thought, this is golden, this is going to be brilliant. I hope they do this every week, you know, I hope they're allowed to keep doing this.
Sammy! Oh! Yeah! Yeah! Oh, God. Someone got. Hey! How you doing?
Are you doing the
Ramadan? No.
It's not the...
Moi, je fais le Ramadan, tu sais.
There's no playing up for the cameras, it was genuine. Yeah, you know, welcome to our club.
Seeing the little boy who looked, what, 9, 10, 11 years old, a young little boy just signed for City, and seeing the attention that this kid and his family got, it's just amazing.
Just joined us. Good lads. Did you ever watch it?
At the end, where you see Mancini speaking to him, and you see how personable Mancini is and how friendly he is, and how on a match day, 20 minutes or 30 minutes before kick-off, Mancini's got the time and the grace and the personality about him to stop and speak to a 10-year-old kid and tell him, you know, do you want a shirt? You know, how are you doing? Having a nice chat with him. So if that's how we're treating, you know, 10-year-old children, then, you know, that's a great representation of the club.
This is our little club mascot, Wimbledon.
The cat's always popping up. It's like, oh, there he is again. Oh, bless him, there's the cat.
We had a fitness coach who was called Juan Carlos Osorio from Colombia, and his grasp of English wasn't too good. And one particular weekend we were due to play Wimbledon, and when he asked Chappie who was the game this weekend, of course Chappie had mentioned Wimbledon, and no matter how many times he tried, Juan Carlos always pronounced it Wimbledon. He could not manage the grasp of Wimbledon. The cat was around at that point. Does the cat have a name? No, it doesn't. He just sort of lives here. He's going to be called Wimbledon in future, and we will never forget Juan Carlos. So basically, that's all there is to it.
Feel me? Yes. Time. Put together. Ball.
We do have some lively mornings, and we had a small-sided game with the first team group, and because we obviously coach, but we also referee some of the decisions that we make, each team we argue about now and again. David had agreed, and all the staff had agreed from the management team, that if the players could prove that these decisions, one decision was wrong, then we would pay some money into the players' pool. There was a big dispute about David Silva, whether he was on or offside for a goal, and I thought he was onside, which I gave. So as soon as the small-sided game finished, because of the agreement that we'd all had between us, and the website camera boys, Neil was here, all the players ran over to the camera to assess whether the decision was right and to see what angle we had. So it was proven, you know, due to technicality, that there was there was a bit of debate, but a slight offside maybe that I missed. So it all happened that we agreed with the players that we would each give £50 out of the management team each into the players' pool, which Vincent took, and the money would go to charity. So and we continue with that now, but hopefully, you know, some of the times Neil isn't there.
Neil, you filming that? Say something. You filming that? Show us that and back.
I think so.
I always wonder where the players, whether they watch football like we do, and it was quite interesting seeing the guys watching. I think it was Yaya Toure, I think it was Aguero, Nasri. We're all watching the Chelsea highlights of the Man United game, and it was just like they were almost like fans. They were sort of watching it. They were having a bit of a laugh about what was going on.
First of all, I love it because it's a fact of crikey, look at the amount of things they've got to sign, and they just sort of stand there, and I love seeing that side of it.
You saw Gareth Barry's little little smirk type thing when Rooney missed the penalty.
When the tackle comes in, you will see them wince. I love that moment. Because everyone at home, when they seen that tackle, went.
Again, that's the sort of thing you don't see. As a football fan like myself, you watch the games, and these guys were all fixated on a TV screen, and probably like us, hoping to God United got beat, but they got a bit lucky that day, didn't they?
It was completely fascinating, bordering on slightly psychotic from the Napoli fans.
The fascinating thing is that you realise that almost the mania surrounding Balotelli, if you weren't already certain of he is the most interesting person in Italian football right now.
They would be able to walk around Manchester and not get that much attention. And I don't think they were absolutely mobbed. I do like this sort of comical moment where you sort of Zabaleta just kind of is like, I'm here, and they've totally left him behind.
Yeah, just left you. Well, we stuck with you, mate. We're stuck with you.
The bit with Mario sat having a drink watching, and he was so studious, wasn't he, watching the 6-1, and that smile and that look on the 6th goal was just pure Mario, pure theatre.
Exactly the same reaction I did when I watched the 6-1.
Yeah. They'll talk about that for the rest of their careers. When they're sitting down with their grandkids, and you don't get a medal for beating Man United 6-1, but somebody's got to put a stop to that. Surely there must be medals minted for that kind of thing. And a little trophy with 6 handles on it.
6-1 to Manchester City. Dzeko makes no mistake this time.
Listen, Mario's not from this planet. Who knows what he's thinking? This is the guy that scored with his shoulder. Do you know what I mean? He even thinks of that. He's not one of us. He's come from somewhere else, and he's landed at our club. Thank the Lord he's at our club. But who knows what he was thinking? Who knows? I don't want to know. I just know he's not thinking the same as me and you. Certainly not of you. He's not thinking the same stuff as you.
The pieces that people remember the most are the ones that show you something that you don't normally see. If you see people away from the norm, people love it. Absolutely love seeing people away from the norm, talking differently, saying different things.
You've just got this lineup of international footballers standing there playing with icing and little figures, and they look so happy to be there. They genuinely look like they want to do it. I don't think a single one of them was forced into doing that. I think they were volunteering, queuing up to go and play with Christmas cakes and icing. Mario Balotelli, this multi-millionaire, talented striker, is standing, struggling to cut icing out to put on a Christmas cake. Like, it is genius TV.
Not too hard, Mario.
You're just watching it going, oh, really, Mario? Come on.
I'd like to think I'm dedicated as a football fan, to be honest, pretty dedicated, but I think there's a level of dedication and a level of stupidity, especially when you're not the slightest of characters. No offence if you watch this video.
It would have been a good YouTube hit if the branch had collapsed.
I want to know, how does a guy that big get up a tree that small without snapping the branches?
What's he doing up there? He doesn't even look interested. He looks slightly bored up the tree. Is he stuck up the tree? Is this one? Did he climb up the tree like the night before or something and got stuck up there?
And what I liked as well though is I just couldn't take my eyes off the club control of the players. I know that every club does that type of training, but that's really indicative of how we've been playing this year, kind of especially in midfield, keeping possession. And you could see he was hypnotised himself, which maybe is not a good thing being so high up in the tree.
Good on him, like he got a proper view there, didn't he?
It's so convenient.
Let's be honest, where I don't think Micah's watch is going to take off in it. Definitely Vinny didn't like the look of it.
His watch is ridiculous, and I hope they did bury it after the Napoli game.
All sorts. What do you want? What do you want?
Socially play it, or what? Is it about the speakers?
It's almost like he's a salesman. It's like he's trying to sell this watch, like he's on commission. He's going to get company and heart to buy a watch and get commission for it. It's like he invented the watch. He's so proud of this watch, and it's really naff. I mean, it's really naff, isn't it?
If you take the headphones out and play like a...
Now tell me, why is this not more easy? If you just put it in the side of your pocket and then you got the wire that you don't even see that goes.
Obviously, a lad with too much time on his hands, if you pardon the pun. Yeah.
It's in one episode, and then he's still got it on him. You have the next episode, and he's still talking about it a week later. Like, he really loved this watch.
How's it going, Maz?
Sammy, Nazareth!
No, not yet. I'm just gonna...
Sammy Nasri. I mean, that is just... What?
No, not yet. I'm just gonna...
People are not going to be happy that Micah Richards is in Kaiser Chiefs. I mean, that's mind-blowing. You know, and you know why people have not started singing that song? Because
No chance.
I couldn't get that out of myself.
No, not myself.
You'd have to get some players on.
I think that's going to be the ladies' song for him, I think.
And then what though?
Any place for the city.
that song ain't going to catch on, no matter what octave he sings it in. He can sing it like the Bee Gees, or he can sing it like Michael Jackson. He can even sing it like Barry White if he wants. It won't be catching on.
Sammy, Nazareth!
No, not yet. I'm just gonna...
Any place for the city. It's good.
If you're listening, Micah, which you're probably not, you're probably fiddling with some fancy pair of robotic underpants you've bought off the internet. The Kaiser Chiefs are not good, man. They'll never be sang on the terraces in Manchester. That's a fact.